Hello, once again, welcome back again to this new episode. In the previous episodes, we were talking about organization empowerment, social empowerment, all that. Today, we are going to look at another episode of empowerment. In my previous episodes, I was speaking of empowerment, and I was like, people don't think about only empowerment of the women and the men. We have empowerment in so many things. We have empowerment in the organizations, community, sexual empowerment, psychological empowerment, physical empowerment. So this time around, I have a very mesmerizing part of it. Actually, I was mesmerized by it because I couldn't believe it exists also. But anyway, as they say, when you do more research and study more or read more books, you get to know things. So this other episode or this other part is about political empowerment. And politically, people need to be empowered. You see, running for all those political, for all those government jobs and all, or whatever, the presidential part of it, and other things like how you know your communities and societies, senate or MC or whatever, you have to go through a process of it. But here we are looking at political empowerment, and they're saying it's a process of transferring various elements of power to those who don't have it, especially maybe the other the other mm, the other sector category of people, like the first timers, example, like the lame people or the physically handicapped, let me speak like that, people with disabilities. So yeah, they're saying political empowerment is a process of transferring various elements of power to those who don't have it, e.g. resources, capabilities and positions. And here we may be kind of curious, what's the importance of political empowerment? Political empowerment, when it comes to women, it helps women in analyzing the things happening around her or them, which may have direct or indirect impact on their community. You see, once you recognize the things surrounding you and analyze them, you can get to know how they are impacting your community directly and indirectly on the side of the women. The other point of it is it helps the rural poor women in organizing events and mobilizing resources to enhance the process of economical and social transformation. Politically, you'll find that most of the societies you are living in are transformed because of the the empowering part of it, of the political people who are upcoming, who are trying to campaign or trying to run for some seats in the government, in the parliament, wherever they be. And you find that through that, these communities will be tackled on socially and economically. Because remember, as everyone is trying to campaign or campaign for any post or any position, they give us promises. Some of those promises may be empty or may be fulfilled, depending on the person anyway. Though I can't say I blame the people in it. I only say it's just something they use maybe to entice us and feel like, yes, he or she will do it. So here they say it helps the rural poor women in organizing events and mobilizing resources to enhance the process of economic and social transformation. And it's important to know that people feel politically empowered when they see people who look like them in positions of political power. A case in point, if I have a brother here and he's trying to campaign, or he's campaigning, or he's already in a position of political power, I be empowered. I feel like, oh my god, my own brother is already there, why can't I do so? And you feel like, oh, it's good to do, so you go ahead for it. So they're saying people feel politically empowered when they see people who look like them in positions of political power or running for elected office. Supporting women, disabled people, or candidates helps empower the next generation. E.g., if you help elect your city's first mayor who uses a wheelchair, you have helped empower other disabled people to run for elected office. And that thing, actually, it really touched me, because I've never seen any disabled person in any position of power. And I wonder, is it because we overlook them, or is it because we don't empower them? Because here they're telling us, if you help elect your city's first mayor who uses a wheelchair, you have helped empower the disabled people to run for political or elected office. You find that maybe if we empower them through that, the other people who are there, the disabled people or the physically handicapped people, will be motivated to run for these offices. Because remember, in that seat, we only want the person's mind to be used, not the physical appearance, because what the community will need is this person's mind. How does this person reason when he or she is in that political seat or in that office or in that position? People want what you can do for them when it comes to political things, when it comes to politics. People won't mind about your physical appearance. What they want is what you can do. What am I trying to say? That probably all these people will overlook or underlook especially the disabled. I'm not saying that, I mean no offense here. I'm just trying to say that probably these people have a lot of knowledge to transfer to us than us, who feel like, hey, because we have the two legs, the two hands, oh, we can do it or we can make it. Anyway, that's not the point here. I'm just trying to think otherwise about it, because I was touched by it. I couldn't believe, because as I said, the more we read, the more we research, you get to know things are there. And most of us were just overlooking. We're like, empowerment is all about maybe empowering the women when it comes to domestic violence and all that. But you see, I've told you, we have things like sexual empowerment, psychological empowerment, physical empowerment, educational empowerment. We have cultural empowerment. So all those are on board. And as I told you, and I normally tell you, that every time I'll come up with something new after doing some good research. Then you find that here they are encouraging us to they are telling us that registering people to vote and driving people to the polls of election on the election day is another way to empower people politically, especially if you have a physically handicapped person. Help them to go and register, drive them to these polling stations on that day when you are meant to do the electing part of it, or to post or to cast your votes into the polling box or whatever it is. So for me, once I was doing my research, I felt like probably they should be giving more light to societies about everything we do, because all these politicians, for them, they know they are doing political empowerment, but us the civilians, we know we are there to back them up and support them to attain those political seats. Yet in the back of their mind, they know it's political empowerment. They are doing political empowerment. And for us, okay, maybe the civilians, we only know about democracy. But well, the more you read and do research, you get to know that that is political empowerment. For them, maybe they already know it's political empowerment. Or you never know, some of them just know this democracy. So thank you very much for your time, and don't forget to share your idea in the comment section below. In case you have something more knowledgeable about it, don't forget to share with me or with us in the comment section below. Thank you very much for your time. Happy New Year in advance, though it's kind of late, but it's not so late. But thank you very much for your time, my viewers. Be blessed. Ciao.